Hello, this is Steve, Dichroic Glassman. Been putting a lot of time and energy, photography, recordings, energy on my website, dichroicglassman.com, about all these possibilities of dichroic bevels and jewels. Tremendous amount of opportunity here, creativity of what could happen. Also wanted to reference this idea that not limited to just coating stock bevels like triangles, like circles, like squares or stars. These are particular. This is a reptile bevel group here, reptile dichroic glass laminated bevels. That's a Beveldine, that's a Beveldine, that's a Beveldine. What are Beveldines? This is a book by Beveldine Bevels. They don't make clusters. The whole bevel line, well, this is one of the first books. The whole bevel line is contained in single bevels. There we go. They now have more. My early years using these, I've been using these for, goodness, I don't know, 10 years, 8 years, I'm not sure how long. Used to be sold under Glass Emporium. These are fantastic. They're only a single bevel. This B3 right here, you see it right there. Now dichroic coated though. And then the large paisley right below it, it's right here. It's a B11. They don't make clusters. They only make single bevels. Get a look at what we're talking about here. Look at these. Aren't these incredible? All single bevels. I really like this one. So I'm going to make this in dichroic components using Beveldine bevels. Really like that. I see that in an oval. Wouldn't that be a stunning centerpiece for a front door? As the center focus in dichroics? Could be. Here's another cool one. These are Beveldine bevels we're looking at. Right here. They're all single bevels, but yet you can put them together. It's kind of interesting to do here with one hand. As you can see, really there's some nice areas. I mean, I don't care for this window pattern here, but there's some nice areas, some things to think about. I do like that one. I do like that one very well. I could see myself doing this in dichroics. I look at the bevels where they are, and I see all these as dichroic bevels that I make. This would be an absolutely stunning panel done with dichroic accents. And I have all these bevels. These are big. That center one. In fact, here it is in real life. It's a pretty good size when you consider it's as big as my hand. It's about a $5 bevel too. Just this piece, it's about $5. You can buy cheap bevels. You can find them on the internet. The whole cluster for $5. This is just one piece. But it's a very important element if that's what you're looking for. So can you imagine seeing them in dichroics? That particular window is going to be gorgeous. So again, I want to reiterate, you're not limited to just, if you're interested, in other words, in sending me your bevels to have them coated, dichroic laminated, you're not limited to just stock designs. You're not limited to a bevel cluster that's a stock bevel cluster. This is a GST19 by Glassmith bevel. I'm just showing you Beveldines. Here's some Beveldines I've laminated. Oh, there's some odds and ends in here. Lots of them up here. I'm getting ready to make the Flower of Life. You ever heard of the Flower of Life? Well, this is it. It's 92 petals. What's really incredible about the Flower of Life, if you check it out on the internet, it contains every mathematical equation, formula known to mankind. Perhaps it's the granddaddy of all sacred geometry. See those petals? Each petal, 92 of them. There's the beginning. These are all reflections that you're seeing there based on this, which I like it because it's creating ideas in my mind as I see this happening. Because I can do that. I can have them etched. In fact, I have one that's etched. Etched dichroic adhered to a bevel right there. It's a little guy that you might have seen before. Ta-da! We've all seen that guy, that little Irish guy. He's not for sale. I can't sell him because I don't hold the licensing rights to do that. The guy who made it for me does. But I can't sell it. But it's there for proof. So, can you imagine all these potentially into the flower of life? All these little petals are perfect when you use these Beveldines. Maybe not these, but definitely those. So this video is about Beveldine bevels. They're incredible. Love using them. And not every one do I use as a dichroic application. I used it right here in this panel. Just a simple panel. This is engraved for a guy that, oh, let's see. He has a team of horses, I believe it was. So I used Beveldines here and here. Just clear. This is not a really good window to use. It's dark anyway. It's a doorway I did. Used an expensive bevel cluster in the center, and yet I highlighted the ends with Beveldines. Beveldines are perfect for those small little areas. Here's another little panel I made. I like it. Took that butterfly. I created some little curvature at the top, kind of like scarab wings. Kind of wanted to give it that. And then I used the Beveldines here at the top. Two little paisleys. And just a cool little panel, I think. Hopefully you do too. Here's another panel I did a long time ago. Used Beveldines around that circle. That's a BC321. Maybe I better stop. I was thinking it was a BC320. Might not be. Used to remember those really rapid fire. I could tell you the model numbers. I've done so many windows. But the Beveldines worked out really well. What do you think? I don't put dichroic applications in everything I do. Or I should say, in the past. Because 9 out of 10 windows that I do now, yes, dichroic applications in nearly every single one, because that's what people want. Dichroic is so progressive, so contemporary, so new, so cutting edge, so space age, so thought-provoking, so changing. All you got to do is just move a half an inch, quarter of an inch, and things are changing. My gosh. It's liquid color in motion. Who doesn't want dichroic in their new pieces? From the hummingbirds. I've done dichroic dragonflies. I've done dichroic flowers. Yeah. It's cool. It does have its place. I talked about dichro in a church panel earlier in another video. I would like to see dichroic jewels used more in church panels, but I was talking about the old traditional stuff, the painted Christ in the pictures and stuff. And these dichroic jewels may be a little bit too much. But I think they're very apparent, very, yeah, I think they belong. My experience of seeing color, I believe, is a spiritual matter. What do you think? Hope to hear back from you. Check out my website, dichroicglassman.com. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.